Hi you guys, welcome back. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long. I wasn't feeling too well for a little bit, but I am back now. I have made a couple of videos on this channel about using tretinoin, and since then I have gotten a bunch of comments, questions, and concerns from you guys when it comes to using tretinoin. This video is meant to help you guys avoid common tretinoin mistakes. Not using your tretinoin properly can lead to a really uncomfortable and irritating situation for your skin. I've even seen times when tretinoin was improperly used and it led to some long-term damage for the skin. I don't want to spend too much time on this intro. I will have timestamps down below as always. Let's go ahead and get into the video. The first tretinoin mistake that I see so often is starting out with tretinoin and using it every single day right off the bat. This is a mistake that I see all the time. People might get their tretinoin and start using it on a daily basis immediately because they think that it might give them that clear skin result faster, or maybe it'll soften those signs of aging faster, and that is just not true. If you move too fast with using tretinoin, the result can instead just be really irritated, uncomfortable, compromised, red, flaky skin. Instead, it's best to use your tretinoin 2 times a week to start out with. I would even recommend using it once a week if you have sensitive skin. By giving your skin that break in between using tretinoin, you will be able to minimize irritation, and you are still going to be getting results from using tretinoin even if you don't use it on a daily basis. I've gotten a few questions like, well, isn't irritation just a normal part of using tretinoin, and isn't it better to just get it over with? Not necessarily. Using tretinoin too fast has the potential to cause a lot of irritation to the skin. Too much irritation on the skin can actually pose the risk of hyperpigmentation on the skin, especially for those who have more melanin-rich skin tones. And it can just be a really uncomfortable experience overall. Not only can it look unpleasant, but you can also experience a lot of stinging and burning on the skin when you apply literally anything to your skin, including moisturizer, because your skin has the potential to become so compromised. I have a video called Beginner's Guide to Tretinoin where I go over a lot of my tips to minimize your irritation using tretinoin and to still get results. The next mistake is using too much tretinoin with every application. And again, people do this because they think they'll get results faster. The truth is, all you need is a thin layer of tretinoin all over your face. Tretinoin is a very potent active ingredient, and the second that you put it on your face, it is going to start to go to work on your skin. We usually hear people say that you just need a pea-sized amount all over your face. The pea-sized amount is arbitrary and can be different for everyone, but truly a small amount of tretinoin can go a very long way. And when you're first starting out using tretinoin, I would even use less than a pea-sized amount. Using more tretinoin on your skin with every application is not going to make the acne go away any faster. If anything, it can just irritate your skin more. The next mistake is using tretinoin as a spot treatment, or even using a little bit of extra tretinoin on your blemishes, thinking that it'll make the blemishes go away faster. Really, what that can end up doing is cause more peeling, redness, and irritation just to those spots that you applied the tretinoin. And you could also just end up with a bunch of red, flaky patches to the skin where you applied the extra tretinoin because of the increased cell turnover to those areas. The next mistake is expecting overnight results with using tretinoin. Tretinoin does take time, and it's different for everyone. Some people might notice results in a few weeks. For some people, it might take a few months. It can also depend on what results you are expecting to accomplish using your tretinoin. Generally, within the first month of using tretinoin, it is common to experience irritation like dryness and flaking. Within the second month, some people may start to see a difference in their hyperpigmentation. They may start seeing less dark spots. In the first month, people might start noticing an improvement in skin texture. After 6 months of using tretinoin, some people may even start noticing some tightening and thickening of the skin. But again, this is not a guaranteed timeline to see results. Of course, everyone's skin is different. The next mistake is facial waxing while using tretinoin. When you are using tretinoin, you want to stay away from facial waxing. Facial waxing does not just remove the hair on the skin, it also removes any old skin cells with it. When you are consistently using tretinoin, you are not going to have that old layer of dead skin cells. You are going to have a new layer of skin cells that has been brought about by using tretinoin. Any facial waxing after using tretinoin can end up lifting those new skin cells, which can end up in a wax burn, which can be red, irritating, and painful, and it can even lead to some temporary darkening in that area. And even though hard wax and sugaring are more gentle forms of waxing, they can still be a little too harsh on your fresh new skin. If you would like to do some sort of facial hair removal while using tretinoin, I recommend face shaving or threading instead. The next mistake is over exfoliating while using tretinoin. This includes your exfoliating cleansers, your leave-on chemical exfoliants, your scrubs, and remember, even using towels on your skin can be a form of physical exfoliation. All of these methods of exfoliation can add up and lead to more irritation when you are using your tretinoin. Also, remember that tretinoin is already increasing cell turnover, and for many people, tretinoin is a one-stop shop skincare, which means that a lot of people who use tretinoin actually don't even feel the need to use a separate exfoliant. Also, exfoliating the skin prior to applying tretinoin can cause the tretinoin to penetrate deeper into the skin, which can just cause more irritation. If you are someone that does want to use an exfoliating product while using tretinoin, I would wait until that tretinoin adjustment period has completed and you are facing no more irritation while using your tretinoin. And then once you get to that point, I would opt for a non-abrasive chemical exfoliant option. And I would only start using that exfoliation product once a week to start out with, just to see how your skin does. And I would use it in a routine where I am not also using tretinoin. Another mistake is applying your tretinoin onto damp skin. So this can include having your skin damp with water or even damp with a skincare product. You always want your skin to dry completely prior to using tretinoin. Now, sometimes we do want to apply our hydrating products onto damp skin because it just helps them work better and it helps with the penetration power of those ingredients. However, when it comes to tretinoin, it is active enough and it's going to penetrate deep enough into your skin already, and doing anything that is going to cause that tretinoin to penetrate deeper into the skin can cause irritation. Next tretinoin mistake is to not use sunscreen in your skincare routine while you are using tretinoin. When you are using tretinoin, you are going to have this increased cell turnover rate. Your skin might be a little bit more sensitive, and it is actually not uncommon for people to go into the sun after using tretinoin and feel a tingly sensation on their skin. It is so important to protect and shield your skin regardless, but when you are using tretinoin, make sure that you are applying your sunscreen, reapplying every 2 hours, even wearing a hat when you go outside as well. I recommend finding a mineral sunscreen that you like just because it is the better option for sensitive or acne-prone skin. And while you are using tretinoin and going through that retinization period, you do want to treat your skin like very sensitive skin. Another big tretinoin mistake is scrubbing flaky and peeling skin during that retinization period. The best way to handle flaky skin with tretinoin is to just wait it out. I know this can be very difficult, but stay hydrated and moisturized. Stop using your tretinoin for a few days and let your skin recover a little bit. Seeing too much flaking and peeling on the skin is also a sign that you might be overdoing it and you might want to slow down with using the Tret. So use your tretinoin less times in the week so that you can minimize that irritation. If you are keeping your skin well moisturized while going through that flaky period with your tretinoin, then that flaky skin will resolve and shed on its own, or maybe it'll shed through gently cleansing your skin. But you definitely do not want to scrub or exfoliate your skin when you are going through that flaky period, because that is just going to end in having raw, irritated, and very compromised skin. The next mistake that you want to avoid is not just with using tretinoin, but in skincare in general, and that's washing your face with hot water. A lot of people do this, especially when we are cleansing our faces in the shower, but you really want to be careful with using hot water on your skin because over time, it can really compromise your skin. The last thing that you want to do is start your tretinoin journey on a compromised skin barrier. Okay, so those are a bunch of tretinoin mistakes that I want you guys to just be cautious of when you are using tretinoin. I hope this video was helpful, and I will be making more videos about tretinoin, including an updated tretinoin skincare routine. But that is it for today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.